Let's bring in Chief Washington correspondent and host of Face the Nation, Bob Schieffer. Bob, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Norah.
So we just heard Bill talk about Geithner leaving, his Treasury Secretary, and all these new fiscal fights that are ahead in the new year. How does that affect things?
Well, I think it's going to make it harder, if that is possible. Geithner will not be there. There will be arguments over fiscal policy that will weigh into the confirmation of whoever it is that the president does eventually nominate. But excuse me for not being overly optimistic this morning, but I mean, I was listening to this rhetoric yesterday, all the people up on Capitol Hill talking about how they're all going to come together. Well, you know they're not. We all know they're not. I was thinking of that old song we used to have in college, and I can't remember what the song was, but there was this verse that says, "Here comes another one just like the other one."
Yes.
And I think that's kind of what's coming up here. I see Nancy Cordes is talking about pressing the reset button. And that's right to a certain extent, but I think what is going to happen here is we're just going to press the rewind button, and we're going to see the same thing, the same timing, down to the last minute of the last hour of the last day. Norah, if you want to get in some vacation, now might be a good time to do it and come back in about 2 months, because I don't think anything's going to happen on Capitol Hill until then.
But Bob, people got to watch CBS this morning. We'll have news here.
Well, of course.
Yeah, it's good.
Bob, back to Geithner for a second, because I mean he's not just the most senior member of the president's economic team. By all accounts, he was very close to the president. I mean, I actually went to a spinning class over Thanksgiving vacation. I looked over and the nearby bike, there was Secretary Geithner, and I was trying to figure out whether he was getting in shape for the fiscal fight or whether he was getting ready to leave, which is what it looked like to me. But I mean, absent Geithner, I mean, who's going to play the leading economic role in what is a huge issue right now?
I think it's all just you pick them. I don't think there's any right now. They have been so focused, both the Capitol Hill and the White House, on trying to get this stop us from going over this fiscal cliff, as it were, that I don't think I think this is pretty much a day-by-day operation. I wouldn't know who to tell you to look to now for sound guidance on what's going to happen from here on in. I think it's just going to go down to the wire again. You'll hear a lot of rhetoric, a lot of talk about what we need to do, about cutting spending and all that. Congress really didn't do much of anything here. I mean, they just kind of basically got the revenue set, and in a funny kind of way, that was the easy part here. Now they have got to get into these programs and decide what programs they're going to cut. And I think we'll find out on a day-to-day basis here.
All right, Bob Schieffer, thank you. And Anthony, that was nice of you to share with us about your spinning class.
It was a startling moment when you look over at the next bike and there's the Secretary of the Treasury, I got to tell you.
That is an interesting anecdote, but even more so that you do spinning class. Good for you.